Make a chain of prayer. It will work. The chain of prayer is a series of weekly prayers done without interruption. It has been created to wake up and prepare your faith to take the possession of the promises of God. Just one prayer is not enough. Jesus taught us that we should always pray and never give up. This has worked for millions of people and can work for you too. It doesn't matter how big your problem is, you can make a chain of prayer according to your needs. Monday, for your financial life. Tuesday, for your healing. Wednesday, to develop your spiritual life. Thursday, for your family. Friday, for your spiritual deliverance. Saturday, for your love life. Sunday, for your spiritual strength.
Okay, I had some financial difficulties because although I was receiving a good salary, as you know, things are going up, so I needed extra income. So I then decided to come on Mondays to attend the Monday meetings for the financial life, which I did. I've been coming every Monday, making chains of prayers, and I still wasn't doing what I needed to do. So then I made a decision one day, and I'm going to start a chain of prayer and determine by the end of the 7 weeks I'm going to receive what I want to receive, which is extra income. So I decided to put an advert in on the website for a tenant in my property. For some reason I wasn't getting any response, but I continued to determine every Monday I come, I'm going to receive a response from this advert. And I continued, and then one day during the week I received so many emails, I don't know where they were coming from, and I had to go through the list of people. Some people I spoke to, they were suitable, some were not, and eventually I found one person. They stayed for a while, but I still needed another person as well. So I continued making the chain of prayer, and one day the pastor said, those who want to receive good news, bring your mobile phones to the altar and he's going to anoint it. So I quickly did that. That was on the Monday. By the Thursday I received a phone call from somebody who applied to a response to my advert, and they were the right person. So now I'm very happy. Now I've got extra income, I can do the things that I couldn't do before, and that was because I determined in this chain of prayer that I will receive an answer, because I know the chain of prayer does work, because I'm coming every week and I'm following the direction from God, determining the blessings. So I'm very happy now that the chain of prayer has worked. I followed through and now I've got the answer that I was looking for. So it does work. It's basically making the chain of prayer is like a drive. It gives you the drive to go ahead, like driving a car. You're going to get to the destination, and this is what I did. I received the answer in the end. So it does work.
When I came to church, I had a lot of problems in my family. My father was always drinking, and through that he was very aggressive. And like that we grow up, always when we know the time was, it's getting dark, it's getting evening, we already knew Papa will come drunk home. And through that, we grew up like that, and you have like a fear inside of you. So when I came to church and I hear that you can have a happy family, you can, because when you grow up with that, you think that everything is normal, that everybody is going through those kind of things. But when I came to church, I saw that you can have a happy family, that God can change your family, that He can do everything through prayers. So what I heard about was the chain of prayer for family, and I started to do that. I started to pray for him, and the situation came so far that my father was addicted to drugs and always drinking and drugs, and his life was going backwards, and that was affecting all of us at home. So what I did is I started a chain of prayer, and praying for him, he changed. Now he's free from the drugs. Now he don't drink anymore. I couldn't talk with my dad, and now we can talk, we laugh together. I can talk about God, about my faith, and we have peace now. So now we have a relationship, and a father and daughter relationship that is something that I never could imagine to have. So that is what I received through the chain of prayer from the family.
My problem was depression. I used to suffer with suicidal thoughts, and I used to have a problem that I would always start something and never be able to finish. So when I started my chain of prayer, my main focus was to start something and actually to finish. It was really hard for me to start the chain of prayer anyway, because I didn't really understand what I was doing. But when I understood that I was suffering from a spiritual problem, that the depression, also insomnia, the loneliness, everything I was suffering had a spiritual background, I decided, okay, I'm going to do the chain of prayer. Week after week it was harder. You know, lots of doubts comes, things would happen to try and stop me from coming. Things would happen sometimes within, on my way or in the service for me not to concentrate. But then I did finish my chain of prayer, and I continued another chain of prayer, because things are not just, some things take a bit longer. And after, you know, putting into practice what I learned in the services, doing things in my own time as well, changing my way of thinking, changing the negative thoughts to positive thoughts, which wasn't easy, understanding that actually my life could change. I finally overcame these problems, and I did receive my deliverance, and it was actually in October on Halloween that I was delivered from the depression, from the insomnia, from the loneliness, from everything that made my life a misery. I was set free. Anyone that's going to do a chain of prayer, they determine what they want and their life will change.
Make a chain of prayer. It will work.